The Musk family, spearheaded by the richest person in the world, Elon, has a question that everyone is asking. Are the Musks an old money family or a new money family? While Elon Musk is often linked with the idea of new money due to his groundbreaking work in industries like space travel and electric cars, is that really the full story? Sure, the Musk family doesn't fit the traditional mold of aristocratic wealth, but their lineage, relationships, and lifestyle might tell a different story. In today's video, we're going to give you the full, unfiltered answer. We'll start by exploring the origins of the Musk surname, take a look at the colorful and controversial lives of Elon's parents and grandparents, and dive into some of Elon's most personal decisions. By the end, we'll give you the ultimate verdict on whether the Musk family is truly old money or new. So stay tuned. Round 1. Were the Musk ancestors old money? We've got quite the task ahead of us as we dig into the Musk family's possible old money roots, or the lack thereof. While it's true that the Musk family has European origins that date back before the 19th century, their cultural background is diverse, with influences from English, Anglo-Canadian, Dutch, and Swiss heritage. To start, let's dive into the surname Musk itself, which will give us a good foundation. One popular theory is that the name comes from England, possibly originating around the time of William the Conqueror and the Norman conquest of 1066. The name is believed to stem from the Old French word mèche, which means man, evolving into the surname over time. But that's not the only theory. Some researchers argue that the surname Musk may actually be of Dutch origin, which makes sense given the later Musk family ties to South Africa. With that said, we can already start adding points to our old money versus new money scoreboard as we continue our investigation into the family's roots. We'll award 1 point for old money to the Musks because of their English heritage, which is common among influential families in countries like the United States, Canada, and South Africa. This is because the early elite in these regions, especially those who held wealth and power, often trace back to English roots if you go far enough back. Additionally, we'll give another point for the Musks potentially having a Norman surname, which is a classic indicator of old money. Many of England's long-established aristocratic families, like the Dukes of Westminster and the Percy family, have Norman French names due to their connections with William the Conqueror and the 1066 invasion. That said, the Musk family's story also includes more humble beginnings in Tanham, Suffolk. The name Musk is believed to come from an ancestor named John Musk, who married Marian Edwards in 1791. Their family, though, was rooted in manual labor, not Norman aristocracy. Their son, Harry, worked as a farm laborer, showing a more modest background. Because of this, we'll deduct 1 old money point from the Musk family's score for their working-class origins in England, leaving the total score at 1-0, with old money currently in the lead. Next, let's look into Elon Musk's Dutch ancestry, which brings us to his paternal great-grandmother, a descendant of the Dutch friar Jers in South Africa. These early settlers, originally under the Dutch East India Company, later became independent farmers. While the term burgher suggests a certain level of affluence or middle-class status, their actual financial situation was often unclear. Many of these free burghers were hard-working, middle-class farmers striving for self-sufficiency and better economic opportunities, often engaging in trade by selling produce to the Dutch East India Company and passing ships. However, a social divide eventually formed within this group, splitting them into 2 categories, the Cape Dutch and the Boers. These groups reflected different levels of education and socioeconomic status, adding complexity to the Musk family's background. As a result, it's hard to pin down their exact financial standing in history. Given the ambiguity, we'll award no points either way, leaving the score at 1-0 with old money still in the lead. Now, let's turn to the Swiss side of the Musk family's lineage, focusing on the Hallemann family, who come from the Emal region in central Switzerland. This picturesque farming area in the canton of Bern is known for its lush pastures, traditional farmhouses, and of course the famous Emal cheese, recognized for its large holes and subtly nutty flavor. The Hallemann name, which was later anglicized to Haldeman, is still associated with the Emal region today. For centuries, the hard-working locals of Emal have transformed the rocky land into productive farmland, a feat often joked about in Switzerland, where it's said that even the poorest farmers own a Mercedes. Despite its pastoral charm and historical importance as a hub for dairy farming, with Emal cheese dating back to the Middle Ages, the region is now considered one of the less affluent areas in the canton of Bern. When it comes to the Musk family's economic status in Switzerland, it's hard to categorize them as old money. The wealthy farmers who left Switzerland before much of the Industrial Revolution likely didn't come from an aristocratic background. However, in 1719, the Swiss Hallemann family emigrated to the United States, changing their name to Hemans. They settled in Pennsylvania, where they established the Hallemann estate, which sits on a hill overlooking the Susquehanna River. Today, this estate is known as the Haldeman Mansion and is part of the Locust Grove estate in Lancaster County. The preservation of this historic property is still managed by the Haldeman Mansion Preservation Society. Elon Musk's mother, May Musk, was born May Haldeman in Canada in 1948. In her autobiography, she mentions the family's migration from Switzerland to Pennsylvania around 1720, which aligns with historical records of the Musk family's Swiss origins. While May Musk's book doesn't specifically reference the Haldeman Mansion, its presence in the family's American history signals a notable old money connection, especially considering Pennsylvania's strong historical ties to wealth and aristocracy. The connection between May Musk's maiden name and a well-established family estate in the United States strengthens the idea that the Swiss-American Musk family is part of the old money class. Because the Haldeman Mansion still stands today, we'll add an extra old money point for the Musks, bringing our total score to +2 for their old money status. Additionally, Elon Musk's great-grandmother, Almia Haldeman, adds another layer of distinction to the Musk family lineage. She made history as Canada's first chiropractor and one of the earliest female practitioners in the field. Almia's journey began around 1904, when her husband was diagnosed with diabetes. Motivated by his condition, she decided to pursue chiropractic medicine, a relatively new discipline at the time. Earning her degree in 1905, she moved to Saskatchewan to start her practice, and her son, Joshua Elon Haldeman, went on to carry on her legacy in chiropractic care. Given Almia Haldeman's groundbreaking role as Canada's first female chiropractor, and the fact that she achieved this in an era when women had limited access to higher education, we'll award the Musk family at least one more old money point. This solidifies the Musks as part of an old money lineage, bringing our score to 3-0, with the Musks clearly leading. Elon Musk's grandfather, Joshua Elon Haldeman, who also shares his grandson's name, made significant contributions to chiropractic care in Canada. He practiced in Regina for over 15 years, playing a key role in the expansion of the profession in the country. Joshua was instrumental in passing the 1943 Chiropractic Act in Saskatchewan and was a founding member of both the province's first Board of Examiners and its executive board. Additionally, he helped establish the Canadian Chiropractic Association and the Canadian Memorial Chiropractic College. Beyond his medical career, Joshua was actively involved in politics, working as the research director for Technocracy Incorporated in Canada, which advocated for a science-based restructuring of society. During World War II, he also chaired the Social Credit Party and ran unsuccessfully for national parliament in 1950. Joshua Haldeman moved his family to South Africa, motivated either by concerns over Canada's moral climate or a sense of adventure. In South Africa, the Haldemans gained fame for their aviation feats, including a remarkable 30,000-mile flight along Africa's coast and into parts of Asia, ultimately reaching Australia. Joshua also spent nearly a decade searching for the mythical lost city of the Kalahari. However, his legacy is complicated by his controversial beliefs. He held strong anti-Semitic views and supported apartheid in South Africa, publicly expressing these through writings in pro-apartheid newspapers and a self-published book about global conspiracies. Joshua's life ended in a plane crash in 1974, leaving behind a complex and multifaceted legacy. That being said, Joshua Haldeman's life still reflects many old money traits. He was a successful, well-known doctor, politically active, and lived an adventurous lifestyle, traits often associated with the elite. For this reason, we'll award another old money point to the Musks due to Joshua's accomplishments, albeit with the added controversy. So, as it stands, we have the Musk family leading 4-0 in favor of them being old money. However, as we turn our attention to the lives of Elon Musk's parents, we might start to see the emergence of the new money ethos often linked with the Musk name today, especially given Elon's well-known persona and actions. Round 2. Are Elon Musk's parents old money? May Haldeman Musk, known professionally as May Musk and Elon's mother, was born on April 19, 1948 in Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada. Having already explored her parents' background and awarded old money points where appropriate, we can now confidently delve into her life. May was born a twin and was one of 5 siblings. In 1950, her family moved to Pretoria, South Africa, where she began her modeling career at 15. Musk's modeling journey has spanned over 5 decades, with recent work in her 60s and 70s, showcasing her remarkable ability to adapt in an industry that tends to favor youth. Although May Musk's family background is considered old money by many standards, modeling in the mid-20th century was likely something that old money families would have distanced themselves from. Given that, we'll take away 1 old money point from the Musks, adjusting the score to 3-0 in favor of old money heritage. However, it's worth noting that May holds 2 master's degrees in dietetics and has been active in the nutrition and health sector since the 1980s. This advanced education is certainly a trait that aligns with old money values. Moreover, May Musk's ancestors were pioneers in Canada's health sector, making significant contributions to the field. Her transition into modern medicine, alongside owning her own business, feels like a natural extension of this family legacy. As a result, we'll award an old money point back to the Musk family, as it would be entirely fitting for May to confidently share at any social gathering that her family has been involved in medicine for generations. This brings our score back to 4 points for old money and 0 points for new money. On the other hand, Errol Musk, Elon Musk's father, made his mark as an electromechanical engineer in the 1970s and 1980s, achieving success with various ventures. His work on significant projects, including office buildings, retail complexes, and residential subdivisions in South Africa, helped him achieve millionaire status before turning 30. His career is a clear reflection of self-made success and technical innovation. In the 1990s, Errol Musk expanded into various ventures, including property and technology. However, by the end of that decade, he had run out of money. Elon Musk and his brother agreed to financially support their father and his extended family in South Africa, but only if he promised to refrain from engaging in bad things. According to Elon, Errol didn't stick to this agreement. As a result, we'll award Errol Musk a point for new money innovation early in his career, particularly for building companies around tech and property. But we'll subtract an old money point for his inability to maintain his wealth over the long term. This brings the total score to 3 points for the Musks as old money and 1 point for new money. Additionally, a controversial part of Errol Musk's past involves his supposed connection to an emerald mine in Zambia. The story, which has been widely debated, began around 40 years ago when Errol allegedly discovered valuable gemstones in Zambia. However, it's important to note that most evidence suggests Errol never owned an emerald mine. Instead, his role was primarily in importing and cutting raw emeralds in Johannesburg, a business that eventually collapsed in the 1980s. Elon Musk has consistently denied claims that his family owned an emerald mine, stressing his self-made journey and the student debt he accumulated during college. Given the ambiguity surrounding the emerald mine story, we'll award no points either way and move on. Elon Musk has fathered a total of 7 children, including Elon, Kimball, TSA, Alexandra, and Asha Roz Musk. What adds complexity to this family dynamic is his relationship with his stepdaughter, Jana Bowden, which led to the birth of 2 children, further complicating the family structure. Errol married Haida Banut, Jana's mother, when Jana was just 4 years old. The couple stayed together for 18 years and had 2 children, who are Jana's half-sisters. To clarify, Elon Musk's father not only had 2 children with his own stepdaughter, making Elon Musk's 2 half-sisters also both his biological sisters and his stepsisters, but Errol first met Jana, who would later become his partner, when she was only 4 years old. At this point, we believe it's fair to deduct 2 old money points for this complicated family dynamic, bringing the total score to 1 point for old money and 1 point for new money. Now, let's turn our focus to Elon Musk himself, the most prominent member of the family. It's time to examine his personal choices and determine if they align more with old money or new money. Round 3. The childhood of Elon Musk. Elon Musk was born in 1971 and spent his formative years in Pretoria, South Africa. He attended the prestigious Pretoria Boys High School, a well-regarded public institution known for its high academic standards and rich history, established over 110 years ago. This school, which charges tuition and uses English as the medium of instruction, played a key role in nurturing Musk's intellectual curiosity and ambition. Given the prestige of the school, we'll award the Musk family an old money point for Musk attending one of South Africa's more exclusive institutions. This brings our score to 2-1, with old money holding a slight lead. However, Musk's upbringing doesn't fully fit the typical old money mold. Despite his family's entrepreneurial spirit and public notoriety, especially due to their adventurous lifestyle and political involvement, they weren't particularly wealthy during Musk's childhood. After his parents divorced in 1980, Musk chose to live primarily with his father, which led to a difficult financial situation. Mae Musk worked 5 jobs to support her 3 children, which is far from the typical old money lifestyle one might expect. Elon's relationship with his father was also complicated and strained, with Elon famously describing his father as a terrible human being and his upbringing as terrible. Given the financial struggles and emotional turmoil Elon faced during his childhood, experiences that are rare among the elite, we'll subtract another old money point from the score. This leaves us with a tie at 1-1. Despite these challenges, Mae Musk still managed to foster Elon's interests by providing him with books on science fiction, technology, and philosophy, sparking his creativity and ambition. By the mid-1980s, a young Elon became deeply fascinated by computers and science, a passion that was more than just a passing phase. It was a sign of things to come, marking a shift from traditional old money paths of wealth and status to a new money trajectory based on innovation, entrepreneurship, and groundbreaking ideas. Elon's early passion for technology and entrepreneurship earns a point for new money, bringing the score to 2-1 in favor of new money for the Musks. The new money influence is definitely making a strong comeback. However, Elon's academic path soon took him to the Ivy League, where he attended the University of Pennsylvania and earned a double degree in economics and physics. Given the long-standing prestige of the Ivy League, we'll add an old money point for that, leaving the score tied at 2-2 as we move to the final analysis. To really determine where the Musks stand, old money or new money, we'll have to look at Elon's professional life and public persona. It's through his personal decisions and the image he projects as the world's richest man that most people today connect the Musk family with either old money or new money. Round 4. Elon Musk's career. After graduating from the University of Pennsylvania, Elon Musk dove into entrepreneurship. In 1995, he co-founded Zip2 Corporation with his brother Kimball and friend Gregory Corey. Zip2, one of the early internet startups, offered an online business directory with maps, kind of like an early version of the Yellow Pages. Elon's vision was to make it easier for users to find and navigate to local businesses. Though the company initially faced challenges in securing funding, their persistence paid off when Davidow Ventures invested $3 million, taking a majority stake. With the new funding, Zip2 expanded its services to newspapers, offering online directories for their subscribers. The New York Times was among the early adopters. While Elon was replaced as CEO by Richard Soren, he stayed on as Executive Vice President and Chief Technology Officer. In 1999, Compaq acquired Zip2 for nearly $300 million, and Musk walked away with $22 million from his 7% share, a financial and professional boost that paved the way for his future ventures. After graduating from college, Elon Musk didn't follow the typical old money path of joining a family business or pursuing a more traditional career. Instead, he took a high-risk, high-reward route into technology innovation and entrepreneurship. His decision to prioritize risk and groundbreaking ideas over established norms perfectly embodies the new money mindset. For that, we'll add another point for new money, putting the score at 3-2 in favor of the Musks being new money. In 2000, Musk co-founded X.com, an online payment company that would later become PayPal. His emphasis on security and improving user experience helped make PayPal a leader in online payments. Though he was eventually removed as CEO, Musk's vision played a key role in the company's success. When eBay acquired PayPal in 2002, Musk walked away with a significant payout, reportedly over $165 million, though the exact figure varies across sources. Within just 5 years of graduating from the Ivy League, Elon Musk had earned a 9-figure sum, not through inherited wealth, nepotism, or traditional investments, but by founding innovative companies, making savvy exits from businesses he co-founded, and diving into the growing tech sector. His high-risk, innovation-driven decisions earned him another new money point, especially since by this time, Musk had made far more money than his old money Halderman ancestors. This brings the tally to 4-2, still firmly in favor of the Musk family being new money. In 2002, Musk founded SpaceX, with the goal of making space travel more affordable. The following year, he became involved with Tesla, a company founded in 2003 by Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning. Musk joined as an investor in 2004 and quickly became a visionary leader within the company, playing a crucial role in product design and the company's future direction. His leadership at Tesla has transformed the electric car industry, pushing innovation and setting high standards across the board. We'll add 2 more points for Elon Musk's groundbreaking and non-traditional involvement in both SpaceX and Tesla, 2 companies that are far from old money, not just in their products, but also in Musk's role within them. His rise to the top of Tesla, in particular, has drawn significant scrutiny, only further emphasizing his new money status as a savvy power player with the ability to gain control and resources. With that, the Musks now hold a strong lead in the new money column, with the score standing at 6-2 in favor of them being classified as new money. Musk's influence goes far beyond Tesla, as he has ventured into a variety of innovative fields, solidifying his reputation as a new money entrepreneur. He launched Solar City, a major provider of photovoltaic systems and battery energy storage solutions. He also founded Neuralink, focused on brain-machine interfaces, and The Boring Company, which explores tunnel boring technology. And of course, in 2022, he added Twitter to his growing portfolio, acquiring the platform for $44 billion and taking it private. Musk's time at Twitter has been filled with controversy. His decisions to reinstate former President Donald Trump, lay off most of the company's staff with little explanation, and promote what many consider fringe political theories have all sparked significant backlash. Given these non-traditional moves, including his ventures with Neuralink and the high-profile controversies surrounding Twitter, we're awarding Musk 2 additional new money points. One for his innovative business like Neuralink, and one for his very public, polarizing role at Twitter. It's become clear in recent years that Elon Musk doesn't follow the traditional old money playbook, which often emphasizes discretion and long-established wealth. With that, the score now stands at 8-2, strongly in favor of the Musk family representing the new money ethos. That said, personal decisions like one's love life, parenting style, and approach to marriage can also influence how someone is perceived in terms of old money versus new money. Let's take a closer look at Elon Musk's romantic relationships to see if any of those can help us make the final call. Round 5. Elon Musk's love life. Old money or new money? Elon Musk's love life has certainly been eventful. He married Canadian-born fantasy author Justine Wilson in 2000. But their relationship was marked by hardships, including the heartbreaking loss of their first son to sudden infant death syndrome. The couple eventually divorced in 2008, sharing custody of their 5 children. After his divorce from Justine, Musk's romantic life continued to attract attention. He had a high-profile and turbulent relationship with British actress Tallulah Riley, marrying her twice and divorcing her twice. This pattern of multiple marriages reflects a new money tendency, focusing on personal fulfillment rather than adhering to traditional norms of marital stability. For that, we'll add 1 more point for new money, bringing the score to 9-2. Elon Musk's relationship with Canadian musician and visual artist Grimes began in 2018 after they both made the same pun about artificial intelligence on Twitter. Their relationship has been as unconventional as their personalities, highlighted by the birth of their son, who they initially named XAE12. The name itself, a mix of technological references and the couple's unique style, clearly reflects their unconventional new money mindset, defying traditional norms. For that, we'll add another point for new money, bringing the total to 10. Finally, Elon Musk's brief relationship with actress Amber Heard also stands out. The two met in 2016 while she was still married to actor Johnny Depp during the filming of Machete Kills, where Musk made a cameo appearance. Their relationship was on and off, with their busy schedules often cited as the reason for the breakups. Dating actresses, especially those who are married, is far from the traditional old money approach, which typically favors marrying within aristocratic circles. Given this, we'll subtract 1 point for old money, leaving the final score at a surprising 10-1 in favor of the Musks being new money. Looking at everything we've covered today, it's clear that while the Musk family has some old money ties, their overall ethos is firmly rooted in new money. On one hand, the Musk family does have a lineage with connections to old money aristocracies from countries like Switzerland, England, and the Netherlands, with ancestors who played notable roles, such as Canada's first chiropractor and a renowned South African adventurer. Plus, they even still have a family estate in Pennsylvania. The Musk name itself may trace back to Norman aristocracy, further hinting at old money origins. However, when we focus on Elon Musk's direct family, his childhood, and the way he's lived his life, it's clear the Musk family embraces a new money mindset. This is a family of entrepreneurs and trailblazers, not ones looking to follow in the footsteps of their ancestors. Their lives are dynamic and unconventional, particularly when it comes to relationships and parenting, opting for personal fulfillment over traditional old money values. Elon, especially, seems to make a conscious effort to break away from those old norms, pushing back against the idea that the world's richest man must adhere to a certain image or mindset to be successful. In the end, our final tally is 10 points for the Musk family being new money and just 1 point for being old money. Of course, this is only one interpretation. How about Elon Musk's siblings? Now, let's move into all about brother Kimball and sister Tosca. Elon Musk isn't the only entrepreneur in the family. His siblings have carved their own paths in business too. Elon has 2 siblings, his brother Kimball Musk and his sister Tosca Musk. Raised by their parents, Errol and May Musk, all 3 have built successful careers. Tosca co-founded a streaming service, while Kimball runs a group of restaurants focused on sustainable food. In addition to his siblings, Elon has 4 younger half-siblings from his father's side. These include sisters Alexandra and Asha Rose, from Errol Musk's marriage to Haida Bezuidenhout, and brother Elliot Rushi, along with another sister, whom Errol shares with his former stepdaughter, Jana Bezuidenhout. Despite their busy lives, the Musk siblings value family time. Tosca shared in a November 2022 interview with CNN that while they occasionally discuss business, their focus is usually on family matters. I get advice from them to a certain degree when I ask for it, but no unsolicited advice, she explained. If I ask for advice, I have no doubt that Elon will give it to me, and then I have to take it because he's going to be right. So you have to really want to know what you want to ask. But most of the time when I'm with my family, we talk about family things. The Musk siblings also share a fearless approach to taking risks. In a July 2022 interview with the Sunday Times, Tosca spoke about their confidence in pursuing unconventional ideas, even when others doubt them. That's probably true of everybody in our family. If we say we're going to do something, just believe us, we're going to do it, she said. A lot of people will say things are not going to work because they aren't used to taking risks. With us, it's like, well, no one's done it before. Doesn't mean it can't be done. Here's a closer look at Elon Musk's siblings, Kimball and Tosca Musk. Elon, Kimball, and Tosca Musk were raised by their parents, Errol and May Musk, in Pretoria, South Africa. The siblings lived together in the same household until their parents divorced in 1979. After the split, Elon chose to move in with his father. I felt sorry for my father because my mother had all 3 kids. He seemed very sad and lonely by himself. So I thought, I can be company, Elon shared in a 2017 interview with Rolling Stone. Yeah, I was sad for my father, but I didn't really understand at the time what kind of person he was. It was not a good idea. May Musk has spoken openly about the challenges she faced during and after her marriage to Errol, including alleged abuse. In a 2019 interview with Harper's Bazaar, she detailed the struggles of being a single mother and the hostile environment she endured. Errol has denied allegations of abuse. Everybody I knew called him the pig because he treated me so badly in public. And I was too scared to tell anyone about his violence, she said. He was very rich, but he made sure I had nothing. Once the kids were living with me, they visited their father some weekends. He would throw out everything they arrived with, so I had to buy them all new clothes and school things. Then he'd sue me and say that I was unfit to parent. May also revealed that when Tosca was just 15, the family made a drastic move to Canada after selling their house and car to join Elon, who had recently started school there. Recalling those years, Tosca told the Sunday Times, "We lived in a rent-controlled apartment and we bought our clothes off whatever discount rack there was at the discount store." She also pushed back against misconceptions that the Musk siblings had an easy upbringing. Some people spew hate language towards us because they think we grew up with a silver spoon and were given everything, which is so far from the truth. When I was growing up, it was just a matter of survival. Tosca Musk is the co-founder and CEO of Passionflix, a streaming service and production company that adapts romance novels into movies. Reflecting on the early days of building the platform, Tosca told CNN in November 2022 that she and her co-founder, Joni Kane, had to personally seek out and convince investors of the service's potential. Trying to raise money for a female-driven platform on romance was just not high on anybody's priority list at the time, she explained. But as soon as we showed how many people were interested, the investors started flying in. One of the company's biggest challenges, Tosca shared, is keeping up with fan demand. "We can't produce enough content to satiate the fans," she said. She's deeply passionate about telling a variety of romantic stories, all with a focus on empowering women. "Love is amazing. It's incredibly powerful," Tosca said. "I love to tell stories of love, all kinds of love, parental love, friend love, family love, and love between any kind of couple." A graduate of the University of British Columbia with a degree in film, Tosca previously worked as a producer for romance films on networks like Lifetime and Hallmark before launching her own company. In 2013, Tosca became a mother to fraternal twins, daughter Isabeau and son Grayson, through in vitro fertilization and a sperm donor. For her, waiting for the right partner didn't make sense. "I didn't want to have children with someone I didn't want to spend the rest of my life with," she told the Sunday Times in 2022. "And I didn't want to be tied to someone who would have a say in my children's lives and mine, especially if it could lead to a brutal divorce." Instead, she turned to a matchmaker to help her select a sperm donor, a decision her family wholeheartedly supported. Tosca recalled sharing the news with her older brother, Elon, first. He said immediately, "I think that's a good idea. You'd make a great mother. I support you in that." Her mother, May, took the news with humor and excitement. She was like, "Ooh, that's fabulous. So how do we choose a donor? Do we all just get drunk and spin a bottle?" Looking back, Tosca says choosing to become a single mom was the best decision she's ever made. "I can't even imagine life without my children," she said. While Elon Musk may be known as a board member at Tesla and SpaceX, his true passion lies in the food industry. After attending the French Culinary Institute in 2001, he co-founded The Kitchen, a restaurant in Boulder, Colorado, with chef Hugo Matheson in 2004. The venture, which has expanded to multiple locations, was inspired by Kimball's love of food and his desire to foster a sense of community. In a 2015 interview with The Guardian, Kimball shared how food has always been a way for him to connect with others. "Growing up, I cooked in the house, and when I cooked, everyone would sit down and eat. It was just kind of the way I connected with my family," he said. Even during his university days, he threw cooking parties. "Sometimes it was just mac and cheese, but if you make it better than everyone else, people come to you." Kimball's career pivot from tech to the food world was cemented by a life-changing experience while he was a culinary student in New York City. In the aftermath of September 11th, he spent 6 weeks cooking for firefighters at Ground Zero. Cooking for the firefighters created this overwhelming sense of community, Kimball recalled. "It's impossible to describe how intense and incredible it was to see everyone come together. It was simultaneously the best and worst thing that had ever happened to me, to witness the tragedy of September 11th, but also to help bring people together." The experience inspired him to open The Kitchen. "After doing that every day for 10 to 12 hours, 6 days a week, my brain couldn't go back to tech. I decided right then and there to open a restaurant." Before entering the culinary world, Kimball co-founded the online city guide platform Zip2 with his brother Elon, which they sold in 1999 for $307 million. Since his shift to food, Kimball has co-founded 2 additional ventures: Big Green, a nonprofit launched in 2011 that builds outdoor learning gardens in schools, and Square Roots, an urban indoor farming company he founded in 2016. However, Square Roots closed most of its locations in July 2023. A close-knit sibling bond. Despite their busy lives and living in different cities, Kimball, Tosca, and Elon have remained close. Tosca told the Sunday Times that their bond began in childhood and has only grown stronger over the years. "I don't know if they'll agree with me, but I think we share a lot of characteristics. We certainly enjoy each other's company," Tosca said. "We try to see each other as often as possible. Kimball's a chef, so he'll cook dinner. Normally, we're just hanging around the table, chatting and laughing." Kimball attributes their tight-knit relationship to their mother, Mae Musk. In an Instagram post featuring a family photo from his wedding, he reflected on how far they've come. "We've come a long way from a small town in Africa. Thank you, Ma, for always working to keep us together," he wrote. The Musk siblings credit their mom, Mae Musk, for instilling in them a strong work ethic. In a February 2018 interview with Entrepreneur, Tosca reflected on how her mother's passion for her work served as an inspiration to all three of them. "My mother was a huge influence on us. She worked all the time but managed to do it from home," Tosca said. "She was a model, but she also ran a dietetics practice from our house. So we grew up seeing her work constantly. She was always around when we needed her, but she also got us involved in her work. Our chores weren't just about taking out the garbage. We were writing doctor's letters or tackling business scenarios. We had a front-row seat to her world, and it shaped us." Mae shared her own perspective in her 2019 book, A Woman Makes a Plan: Advice for a Lifetime of Adventure, Beauty, and Success. The model explained how her parenting approach encouraged independence and responsibility. "I raised my children the way my parents raised us, to be independent, kind, honest, considerate, and polite, to work hard and do good things," she wrote, according to an excerpt in Forbes. "I didn't treat them like babies or scold them. I never told them what to study. They just let me know what they were studying or weren't. I didn't check their homework. That was their responsibility. It clearly hasn't hurt their careers. I think we all benefited from learning responsibility early on." Inside Elon Musk's major money problems amid multi-billion-dollar loss. Now that you know how Elon Musk and his family accumulated their wealth and whether they fall into the old money or new money category. But did you also know that even the world's richest man faces money struggles from time to time? Here's a look inside Elon Musk's major financial challenges amid his multi-billion-dollar losses. Even Elon Musk, the world's richest man, isn't immune to financial setbacks. While he's undoubtedly in a position where a multi-billion-dollar loss may not significantly impact his long-term financial security, recent events have demonstrated that even he can face significant challenges. In a major blow, the Tesla CEO suffered a defeat in a Delaware court when a judge upheld a previous decision that invalidated a massive $56 billion compensation deal he had struck with the company back in 2018. On December 2nd, Chancellor Kathleen McCormick reaffirmed her initial ruling that the approval process for Musk's compensation package was fundamentally flawed. She ruled that Musk had leveraged his control and influence over Tesla's board to sway the terms of the agreement, calling the process problematic from the start. The ruling came after a lawsuit filed by Tesla shareholders contested the deal. In an attempt to reverse the decision, Tesla appealed, hoping to change the outcome by holding a shareholder vote on the compensation plan in June 2024. However, McCormick stood firm, rejecting Tesla's appeal. In her opinion, she stated that allowing defeated parties to present new facts to revise judgments would lead to endless litigation. She criticized Musk's legal team, saying their arguments were creative, but ultimately undermined established legal principles. Unsurprisingly, Musk did not take the decision quietly. Known for his fiery and often controversial social media presence, he took to X, formerly Twitter, to lash out at the ruling. Musk accused Chancellor McCormick of being an activist posing as a judge and alleged absolute corruption, even suggesting that the decision was politically motivated. Despite his courtroom defeat, Elon Musk is still experiencing unprecedented financial success. While he may not be able to pocket the $56 billion from his compensation plan, 2024 has turned out to be a record-breaking year for the Tesla CEO in terms of personal wealth. According to Forbes' real-time wealth tracker, Musk's net worth hit an astounding $334 billion as of December 4th, making him the richest person in the world. In comparison, Jeff Bezos, in second place, trails far behind with $233.2 billion. In fact, a large portion of Musk's financial gains has come in just the last month, largely due to Donald Trump's election victory. Following Trump's decision to include Musk in his administration as co-head of the newly proposed Department of Government Efficiency, Tesla's stock value has soared. Since Election Day, Musk has added an estimated $70 billion to his fortune. It seems that Musk's significant financial support for Trump during the election was a calculated move to boost his own wealth and the value of his various businesses. An equities analyst from a wealth management firm told Reuters, "We believe the major benefits for Musk and Tesla far outweigh any negatives. This continues to be a poker move for the ages, with Musk betting on Trump to increase his own value.